Alright, so this is my second day doing a daily vlog. There will be no B-roll footage. It will not be interesting. I'm just going to talk. But it may be interesting. What do I have to talk about? So Neo and I were seeing a trainer tomorrow. As you know, the vet said that, he's kind of a dangerous dog. I'm not so convinced, but we're seeing the trainer tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. What else? No news about the job. I'm supposed to work at the restaurant that feeds me, but they're having problems because of the pandemic. Anything else? I've been watching just a lot of TV. I've been watching Superstore. A buddy of mine from high school is a writer on that. Well, I guess he's not a friend. He's only a friend because he's a writer on that, I guess. And I was watching this one episode, and in it, one of the characters, she says, we're not going to talk about religion or politics, nothing divisive. And that is a thing that people say, right? We're not going to talk about money, religion, or politics. Religion or politics, though, that's so interesting to me because isn't that what we have in common? And I'll explain. Suppose we all live on the same earth. We do. We have that in common. And we can study that earth in order to find truths about it. Maybe, hopefully, ideally we would have the same curiosity to understand the world, the same interest in getting to the truth. And so if I want to discuss with someone this thing that we have in common, the earth, and I said, hey gosh, what do you think about, you don't even have to get technical, where did the earth come from? If we wanted to try to find out what is this thing that we have in common, it's so beautiful. What are the researchers saying about it? What are the experts saying about it? What are your thoughts? Maybe if you have some training, or I don't know, if you just want to have fun, what are your thoughts? What are my thoughts? Maybe. I have no thoughts about where the earth came from. I leave that to the experts, but anyway, but we can just discuss it and we can talk about different ideas. One of my buddies out here thinks that, he says people say that they were created by God. But who created God, he asks. Well, that's a great question, because of course what religious people do is they say, well, this is one simplification of one sort of version of one avenue to religion is, well, where did the world come from? We didn't make ourselves. Okay, God made us. But then of course, who made God, right? Well, my buddy's answer to that is that actually aliens made us and put us here. So as he explains it, there were the dinosaurs millions and millions of years ago, and then the Big Bang happened, right, and wiped out the dinosaurs. And then aliens came and they said, this is a cool planet, why don't we put a project here? And so then they put us here. But yeah, that's fun. Let's talk about this thing that we have in common, the world life. And what about politics? Well, we all have a lot of similar moral interests. Now, of course, religion can interfere with some of those moral interests, but basically, sort of biologically, we've got certain interests like keeping people alive, keeping people happy, not letting people do harm to each other, stuff like that. So if we have all those things in common, we have this earth in common, you would think that politics and religion could actually be some of the things that most unify us. And by the way, I don't actually mean politics and religion because they are bastard versions of any attempt to find or execute truth. But you would think that understanding the origins of the world, the mechanics of the world, the ethics of the world, the policies of the world, and deciding how to best meet these moral goals that we tend to have in common, you would think that that's actually something that's quite unifying. It's, hey, look, here's what I found out about this beautiful planet that we have in common, but it's not like that. And why? Well, it's a very simple answer. It's that religion and politics aren't things that we gather from the world. They're things that come in here, and in here it's different for everybody. It's such a thin veil, and I made a long video where I talk about this veil, and I was drinking and all this stuff, and I was really upset about this veil, which in this video, I don't know when. So right now, today is October 14th. I don't know when that video is coming out. I don't know when this one's coming out, but actually, we're only doing 5-minute vlogs, so we're about out of time. So I guess I'm just gonna have to leave it at that. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Fuck, 14 seconds. Yeah, but instead people want to get it from in here, and so we're divided, but it should be unifying us. That's all I wanted to say. Wow, terrible ending, bye.